What's up, everybody? I'm just Country Mets fan here. Just wanted to do a quick video. Got a lot going on today, so don't have too much time to dive deep, but we'll do that tomorrow. Mets signed Sean Manaea to a 2-year, $28 million deal. Sean Manaea has an opt-out after a year. We've been tied to the dude for the last week or so. I'm fine with him. I think he can be solid. I think I saw projections have him projected to have a pretty solid year, actually. And when you hear about what he's done at the pitching lab and getting his velocity up and what have you, like, those are all good things. Obviously, he's not a big name. Obviously, he's not really a top of the rotation type starter. But this is what the Mets are doing, it looks like. And according to Will Salmon, who I got to give credit to, he's been right on most of the Mets news this offseason. He says the Mets are done with the starting rotation now. Do I love that? No, because I feel like we're a top of the rotation arm from really being able to say solidly that we're playoff contenders. I think right now you're looking at a low 80s win team, depending on who else you add, as far as like the DH is concerned. And I'm guessing they'll add another bullpen piece, but maybe not. So the roster's pretty much, it's just about done. Like I said, I'm not in love with this rotation, but I've seen worse. This rotation has the potential to outpitch what people believe, I think. I think they also has the potential to fall flat on its face. Let's be real here. I'm not going to lie. Severino, we're counting on to bounce back. If he doesn't, and he has another year like last year, we're that pretty much almost, well, I won't say it guarantees that we're out of the playoff running, but it certainly hurts our chances. Hauser, he's been consistently throughout his career, so if he at least puts up normal numbers, we might be all right there. Manaea has the potential to outpitch what I think. If there's a guy that I actually believe that will pitch better than what he has in the past, I think he could be that guy. I like Senga, obviously. I think Senga has the potential. Senga has ace stuff. Like, he could be the ace that we're like really looking for. I know in an ideal world we would rather have the ace and have him slot in at 2, but we're not living in an ideal world. It's all gonna come down to health and whether these guys and Hefner and the pitching lab, if they can figure things out. This tells me too that they are not afraid to, if they have to, dive into the minors and use some of these guys that are coming up. They might not be ready at the beginning of the year, but maybe later on in the year we might see the Vassals of the world, Christian Scott, maybe even Tyler Stewart. You never know. They might. The Mets have usually been conservative with calling kids up, but if the need arises, given the potential for injuries with this team, then we might see some of those guys. So there's that to look out for. Obviously, if we're gonna even sniff a wild card, I still think we need a bat somewhere, man. I really want that DH, but we'll see what happens. Like I said, not in love with this rotation, but I have seen worse. It could be worse. You don't always have to get the big names to win. And we've seen in the past, we've gotten the big names and it hasn't worked out for us. So maybe this year, do things a little different and things work out a little different for us, a little better. So here's hoping. We'll see what happens next. Like I said, I think the roster is just about set for besides potentially a DH and maybe a reliever. So that's where we're at. let's go Mets, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. We'll maybe talk a little further about this, but for now, it is what it is. Looks like this is our rotation for 2024. We'll see how it works out.